Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina. Today we are doing our August setup for our bullet journal. We have made it to August and wow, I am just shocked we are here. So we are just gonna go straight into it. First off, I apologize. I've said it in my previous video. One of my ink pens burst in my backpack, so I am super bummed because now I'm going to have this nice lovely ink splat on a few of my spreads. So I'm just gonna have to live with it. I am not happy about it whatsoever, but you know, what can I do? So this month's spread is Crayola themed. I figured, you know, we're going back to school. Who doesn't love coloring and like all the bright colors that crayons bring to your life? So I thought, what better way to showcase, you know, going back to school and stuff than with a bright Crayola color spread. So I am doing my cover page for August and I'm incorporating a crayon border, and I'm going to incorporate crayons throughout the entire month. But now I'm thinking, you know, originally I was going to theme each week a different, you know, color. And now I'm just like, I don't know, with this big black blotch, how am I going to do that? It is driving me insane, everyone. I look at it and I just get sad. I hate that it's there. I wish I could cover it up, but I have no idea what I would cover it up with because it is black. So we're gonna have to either find some quick solution or just, you know, get over it. If you all have any suggestions on what I can do, especially knowing my theme is Crayola this month, please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you all have in mind because I have no idea. My creativity juices have been squashed as soon as I opened my book. And you know what's funny? When I grabbed my bullet journal out of my backpack, I noticed on the cover, I was like, wow, like, you know, there's a black smudge. Like, what is that black smudge? And it wasn't until I don't know what, because I mean, it's on the spine. You can see it when the book is closed. But I was so focused on the cover that when I looked at the spine, I was like, there's no way. And then, of course, I, you know, did a closer examination and I was just like, there is a way. It did do it. So I am bummed, but obviously it's not the end of the world. That crayon's a little funky. With some of these crayons, I'm just going to pretend that they were used a bit. All right. And you know what's awesome? I'm going to be using Crayola Super Tips. I was going to do actual crayons, but I want the colors to pop. And I do love crayons, but I love the color that a marker gives off. So I am going to be using a marker for my spread. Let's see there, and then drag this one over. Cool. All right. And we're just gonna go in however we want. Do some red. Oh wow, this is a very thick marker. And there's no particular, like, oh, this many little crayons over. I'm using, you know, this color. I'm just kind of picking at random all the different colors. I think on one spread I can incorporate like I don't know, like from darkness color arises type quote, and really just incorporate the colors there bursting out of this black smudge. For Halloween though, I have an idea. I'm going to turn all these black smudges into like little cauldrons at the bottom of my page, and I'm doing a witch's theme. I already called it. I'm doing a witch's theme because, yeah, I'm going to somehow make these black smudges make sense. If it still shows up in November, I'll do like a coffee spread, and in addition to the black smudges, I will do actual brown smudges of coffee. And I can incorporate some more black smudges because my husband drinks his coffee black. So I can just say, hey, you know, he drinks black coffee, so this is what the smudge looks like, even though no coffee is that black. Oh, if it is, wow, that is some rich, dark caffeine, because I've never seen coffee that dark. I am the type of coffee drinker that it takes a dash of coffee and majority creamer. All right, so there's red. Let's bring in some green. And I'm doing this in no particular order. I'm just kind of filling in the green and the red wherever it makes sense. I just like using a majority of colors. And see, that's why I was so excited for this spread before I have this like black smudge ink, because I was just like, wow, this is really going to pop. It's going to look really cool. It's going to be very vibrant. And then this happened. But you know what? There's no time to dwell on the negative. It happened. We need to move on. And I know I say that, but then here I will be, you know, 3 videos later, still complaining like it's a weird color and there's a black smudge. So I apologize beforehand, everyone, if, you know, in a month from now I'm still yarping that it's not fair, that my pen busted. It's okay. From what I can see, I really like the color that is popping out. And you know what? Maybe there would just be so much color, we won't even have time to realize that. Well, I'm sure it's noticeable, but we won't. Our eyes will divert to all the colors, so we won't solely focus on the big old black blotch. All right. And I'm picking colors at random, so we're gonna go in with a blue marker. Let's see. Ooh. I like it. I like it. Nice. In the comment section below, can everyone please let me know what their favorite color is? I have two. My favorite colors are purple and green. Let's see. Growing up, actually I've switched around. If I had to pick another color, I would pick blue because my mom's favorite color is blue. And growing up, like, my mom was like well, she still is, but growing up she was my superhero, so I wanted to do everything like her. So down to my favorite color, I was always like, blue's my favorite color, blue's my favorite color. But as I got older, I realized, I'm like, no, I really like purple. And the reason I like green, it's actually pretty funny. When I was in high school, at our high school, we had a thing called class colors. So whenever there was a pep assembly, all the students in the particular grade that you were in had to wear, your class colors. So for the class of 2011, our class color was lime green. And at first I hated the idea that, we were lime green, but it eventually grows on you, and that was my class color, and I learned to love it. And so I just, by the time the end of senior year happened, I was all about lime green. In fact, my prom dress for that year was a bright highlighter neon green, and I wore it in college for my husband was in ROTC. I wore it for a military ball, and it was great. It was such a fun dress to wear, and I still have it. So looking forward to the day I could wear it again. It'd be cool to knock that one out and flaunt it. All right, let's do this like orange yellow. I think that would be a really neat color. Oh yeah, so bright. All right. This color reminds me of the haul video I did on my main channel, of a Walmart haul that I did, and the color of one of the tank tops is this bright orange. I love neon colors. In fact, if I had to choose between like dull colors and neon colors, I would always ultimately pick neon colors, because I just think they pop more, and I don't know, they just bring on more joyful vibes. If a color can bring on a vibe, that's the feeling I get from neon. It is joy in seeing bright colors. All right. And so the Crayola pack that I'm using right now, it's the 50 pack markers. I highly recommend getting them. There are a ton of different colors that you can choose from, and there's a great variety. I'm just trying to do like your basic colors that you find in a Crayola box. So we're going to use brown. There's a 100-pack Crayola marker pack that I've always been interested in getting, but I'm like, that's a lot of different shades. Whoops. They are a bit thick, so you do have to be careful when you are, especially at a crease. That's how I went in just over slightly, but it's okay. I'll do 2 brown colors on top and only 1 on the bottom. And then I really want to find a purple, but all the purples that I'm seeing right now are like those, it's a very like pastel purple, and I feel like all the colors that I've used so far are a bright, vibrant set of colors, so I don't want to disrupt the theme too much. But I don't see the purple that I typically use. We're gonna use like this magenta one. Oh, well, I guess it's like an ultraviolet when it comes out on paper. There's a few colors in the Crayola Super Pack that the color that it appears on the cap comes out slightly different when you're actually putting the marker to paper, but it's okay. I still like them. There's a yellow one that does that. Like, I think it shows up yellow on the cap, but when you start actually coloring it, it's more of a like an orange. Go ahead and put this teal one up there. So then we just need to find one more color. All right. And then one yellow one. This is more like a highlighter one. Let's go pink. Or it's more of a coral. It's okay. See, that's what I'm telling you guys. Like on the cap it appeared like light pink, but it's actually more of a darker rose. So there is our cover page for this month. I like it. For my mood tracker, I'm going to keep things pretty simple. I'm going to do little crayons all around. And we're going to keep it to 3 simple colors. So green will be happy, red will be, you know, angry, and blue will be sleepy. And maybe what I'll do, since they're so different, I'll do a variety of shades of red, green, and blue for this page in particular. So I have 31 little crayons to represent all 31 days of the month. As I was drawing out these little crayons, my hand really started to cramp because of how narrow I had to draw the little crayon structure. I honestly should have freehanded it, but I always like planning out my spreads in pencil to see how they'll look, and if I want to make any changes, then I'll make adjustments as needed. That's why I'm going in and
erasing all the pencil marks after. But you know, I'm really excited to see the end of the spread and how the mood tracker will vary in all the different colors. So for my monthly spread and overview, I figured out a way to somewhat blend the black smudges that are at the bottom of my page. So I'm going to do just smudges of color as a border. I started with blue, as you can see there, but then I decided, you know what, hold on, let me actually fill in the lines of the month, and I'm doing a multicolor scheme. So each line going vertical and horizontal is a different color as we go up in the month. And I'm using my fine tip markers there, and I really love the transition of colors. I just randomly picked. I'm not going in any particular order or color scheme. I just made sure that I didn't have a certain shade of blue with, you know, one shade of blue. And then I wanted to do the same thing with the days of the week. I wanted to make sure that each day is represented by a color. So that's why I am just picking random colors on from the pile of colors I already used for the lines, and I really liked how it came out. I decided to do a cursive theme, and now I'm going in with my Crayola Super Tips and just coloring in all the different little smudges of pops of color. I think I may incorporate this for the rest of the week because I really don't like that black smudge, and I'm still trying to figure out a way to hide that in September. I haven't picked my September theme yet, so if you all have an idea, please let me know in the comment section below. I would really appreciate it. But I like how it's coming out right here with this color scheme with like all the different colors, and I love that I bought the 50 pack of Crayola Super Tips because there are a variety of colors to use, and I'm not repeating any of the colors here on this border, and I just love all the different shades of pinks, greens, blues, purples, and I just love the pop of color. So this monthly spread in particular, I feel like I saved it because of the idea I got with, you know, creating these little pops of color. And it fits well with a Crayola theme, being colorful, and I'm all for it. So I'm super excited. I'm excited to see what I can do with the rest of the month now that I have somewhat of a way to hide the black smudge that's at the bottom of my page. So if this is the kind of content you all enjoy, please consider subscribing. I do all things planner related. I do bullet journaling like this video, and I do happy planner spreads, and I'd really like to get to 50 subscribers at the end of the month, and I just hope you all can join me for this journey, and if you would like to share it, please do. I'm always happy to see new planner friends, and please follow me on Instagram at Cat with Creativity. Here is the overall view. I'll see you in the next video.